Hello and thank you for joining your girl HappyNappy1. So from the title you can tell today's video is going to be my top 5 favorite palettes and my top 5 disappointing palettes. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I also want you to know that the way I'm going to be doing this is going to be like I don't love this palette, but I do love this one. So you can have something that's kind of similar. They all don't match up, but some of them are kind of similar in their colors and the shades of the colors and stuff. So if you didn't like a certain one, you could possibly use this one instead. If this is your first time here, hey, welcome. Take a seat, join the Happy Nappy fam. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that little bell that's next to it so you get notified whenever I drop new videos. If you are not new, hey, thanks for joining your girl again for another video to support me, and I appreciate you all for doing that. So since we've gotten that out of the way, I have about 10 palettes over here, and I'm going to start off with the not so fave and then move into the faves. Y'all got it? Y'all ready? Let's do it. Now the first palette I have is the chocolate bar. I'm sorry, this is not the chocolate bar, this is the semi-sweet chocolate bar. When I first bought this, I was so in love with it. I'll show you what it looks like. It's just a straight up neutral palette. I've gotten some use out of it, but I don't really love it. This blue is nowhere near as intensified as it needs to be for my dark skin. This pink right here is too light, and it does nothing to help me have a nice pink eye. Like maybe if I was really fair, yeah. This palette, I don't remember how much it is, but I think it's around 50 bucks. I'm just like, it gets pretty boring. I mean, they pretty much are the same colors, just like little differences in the shades. My favorite color in here is probably Bonbon, which is this one. And Caramel is next. So they're kind of similar, but like in a similar family. But for two shadows, I don't love it enough. So yeah, that was probably like 50 bucks going down the drain. Now the palette I do like instead of that, and this really isn't on the market, like you can get it through various websites like Wish and Mercari or eBay, Amazon, like that. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills World Traveler palette, and this right here is just beautiful. So it has some of those same colors in there. You know, it has a lighter browny pink. This is also a pinky beigey like color. It's kind of neutral as well, but the pops of color actually pop. So like that metallic color, you see that? Yeah, that shows up. If I would have tried that in that other palette, it doesn't show up. The pink color that I was telling you about, it really doesn't show up on my skin. This palette was about, I want to say 30 bucks, but it's very pretty, very beautiful. My favorite color out of this palette is the pink champagne and this Morocco, which is the best color color to put in your transition. So yeah, if you don't want to try the semi-sweet, you should try the World Traveler palette if you can get your hands on it. Yeah, don't be hating me and be like, oh, why you show me palettes I can't get? Because sometimes people have these palettes and they're like, you know what? I don't even use that palette anymore. Let me go shop my stash. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help y'all out. So maybe y'all ain't got to buy nothing else. Moving on, the next one is this Lorac Pro Palette. And this is the original one. Yes, it's dark. I mean, dirty. It has that matte black, which I love matte black. And this is what it looks like. Now, I know y'all looking like, what's wrong with the palette? It looks pretty cute. Yeah, it does. And it's a pretty warm palette, but it just doesn't give me the life that I used to get out of it. And it also reminds me of the Master palette by Mario, another Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I hated that palette. That's why I returned it, because it was just whack. But I mean, I've made some really good eyeshadow looks from this palette, But I just felt like, again, the colors are pretty bland. This bottom row is all shimmers. This top row is all mattes. My ring light is just not letting me be great today. So you can see. Yeah, there you go. So the bottom row is all mattes, and these are all shimmers. And it's a really nice beginner palette, but I'm not a person that's a beginner, or B, a girl that just likes neutral colors. Like today, it's kind of a safe look. I use my e.l.f. Madly Matte 2 palette. Beautiful, love it. It works like a charm. But this one, I'm just gonna give it away. I also have the Lorac Pro Palette too, and I'm actually keeping that one, which is a cool tone, which is weird, but I just feel like that one gives me more variations. This one, I end up doing the same looks. Instead of getting the Lorac Pro Palette, I would suggest you get the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism Palette. Yes, it's dirty. Yes, I know. And if you have not seen it, this is what it looks like. Now my favorite color, as everyone's eyes goes to this one, which is perfect how they set it right there in the middle, but it's not as green as it appears to be on my eyes. Maybe if I was lighter, because look at that. Look at that. How can you say no to that green? That is just the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful green, like, ever. And I was ready for it to just pop, pop, pop. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't do that. So that kind of hurt my feelings. But outside of that, this is a very, very nice palette. A lot of people like this one more than a Subculture. I actually like the Subculture, but this palette isn't a million times better than that one. It's nice. It's nicer than that one, but it has some letdowns. But it's a very beautiful and reliable palette for some really good out of the box looks. My next palette that, ooh, let's move you back, that I don't like at all is another Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I hate this palette, and as you can see how many times I've used it, I'm not feeling it. It's a Boreanaz palette with the same damn colors. I mean, these two colors right here are almost identical. I really don't even know why I bought this shit. On camera, they do look almost identical. In real life, this one is a little bit more red. This one is more pink. But it's a boring ass palette, and I'm like, why did I buy it? And then it was the YouTube hype. That's why I bought this shit. I hate this palette. It gives me the same looks. Again, maybe if I was lighter, it would look different. Maybe it would be a staple because everybody loves this palette for whatever reason. And I'm like, for what? For what? Now, instead of getting a Modern Renaissance palette, if you want something that has a lot of berries, I would say get the Huda Beauty Textured Rose Gold palette. And if you don't know, this palette is starting to go to that palette status of death, because since the new one came out, I think they're just continuing the first one, and this is going to be the one that they're going to be with from now on. And if you've never seen it before, it has some nice, pretty berry colors. I love the textured foils. You have some mattes, and this is a really good palette. A lot of people said they didn't like it because they didn't like having to use their fingers to blend it and stuff, but that was the best way to use this palette. A brush does this palette no justice, and I'm especially talking about the foiled, and sometimes the satin ones, the matte ones, you can use a brush with and it's okay. But this bottom row, well, top row, depending on how you're looking at it, that row right there is best applied with your fingers. Love this. It's a little bit more than the Modern Renaissance. I'm going to put all the prices down below so you'll know how much they cost as well. But this is worth it. Okay, I know I'm going to catch a whole lot of flack behind this. I know I am. I don't care. I'm here to talk about beauty, and I'm sharing my thoughts, and it's why you're here. So, the next palette that I do not like, it is not one of my faves. Yep. The Colored Raine Queen of Hearts palette. Very cute packaging. But again, y'all know I don't give a fuck about packaging. But I do like how this is made though. If you've never seen a Queen of Hearts palette, this is what it looks like. Excusez-moi. And it's a nice warm palette. When I was looking at the colors online and stuff, and I was like, man, this palette about to kill the game. And I'm just like, whenever I wear this palette, I get the same looks again. And it kind of reminds me of that Modern Renaissance palette. But if I had to choose between the Modern Renaissance and this one, I would have just bought this one because it's more colors in here that I can use. I love me a warm palette. This white, now I will tell you, this white color, look at this. Look. Look at that. If that ain't some of the prettiest white color that has like that iridescent, like look, it looks like pink, peach. That's the best color in this palette. The rest of these colors kind of hurt my feelings because I just wanted it to do more. And this palette is like $50. And I'm so mad because it was on Black Friday for sale and I could have got it for like $20 off or something. Waste. Now, if you do want a warm palette, yo, don't kill me. Don't kill me. I know it's pricey, but this is the best warm palette I have had in my life. Yo, look at this. And I know y'all probably like, girl, you just had the same colors in the other palettes. Exactly. And I have them all together. Like they got that one red ass color that I still ain't used because I'm like, I'll end up using it. But everything else overall, this is just beautiful. And this is my favorite color. I use this one on my lid all the time. One swipe, and that wasn't even a hard swipe, and I still got product on my finger. One swipe. Just beautiful. I mean, it has this flap right here that has all the names, but that's stupid as hell. I'm like, for $129, boo, you could have just put the names on there. Yeah, and that's why I'm not paying for the Lila palette. I'm gonna let somebody else buy it for me because I'm like, nah, bruh. But this right here is the best warm toned palette I've ever owned in my life. It looks beautiful on my skin. I have not had one of these palettes, one of these colors look crazy on me. I love this palette to death. Was it worth the money? Definitely, yes. Okay, now we're down to our last palette that I just don't recommend. And for the most part, you probably can't even get it anyways. It's one of those limited edition type things, which I'm so glad it was. And it's another Anastasia Beverly Hills self-made palette. And I know y'all looking at me like, girl, you got a love-hate relationship with that people. I do. Like, look. This is one of the reasons this palette was so cheaply made. None of my other ABH palettes have ever done this. And I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ABH palettes. This is the only one that's ever done this. Let's talk about this palette. This palette is random as fuck. So let's just put that out there. This palette is random as hell. I don't even know what she was thinking. I thought this green right here, ULTA, was going to kill the game. This color is just bogus. Let me see, where can I swipe it? Look. And it got that little gold from that other color. So, yeah, it's a waste. This is the most random palette I think I've ever seen. Yeah, that I've bought at least. I just don't know what they were thinking. And the best color in here is this pink champagne. This color right here. Wait, I think I swatched pink champagne because I was telling y'all about it from the other palette. That is a boss pink. Just beautiful. That's the only color in there. This deep purple, that was a waste of purple. I don't even know why they was playing games. But yeah, either I'm going to donate this to my daughter because she's still learning how to do makeup, or I'm just tossing it because I'm over it. Now, instead of getting that random ass palette, if you want a random ass palette, Well, this one isn't on the shelves anymore as well. You got to go through a little to get it, you know. Got to hit up eBay and Amazon and all them other makeup websites. Yo. This Metal Matte palette. So if you want to do some random colors, but look, they're random but not so random. Like, I understand where she was going with these. And they're just, look, y'all know that blue, that green, this purple. I've used this palette quite a bit, and it seems like I've never even really touched it. Interesting. But I just love how it has pretty much, it's kind of like the La Vida Loca palette where it had all those, the wheel, and it had like the different gradients of the same color. This is in a way just like that. I love how you have all the mattes at the bottom, and then you have all the chrome colors with shimmers on the side to mix and match as you please. Like sometimes I'll use the blue and the green because you know blue and green are complementary colors. Or sometimes I use this dark purple with this light purple. Yo. And then it's suede and bone. Both of them, sometimes I mix them together and I put them in my transition area or my crease and just blend them. Baby. Yo. I'm going to just swatch this one color for y'all. Nebula. Yo. Yo. Y'all see that blue, right? Yo. She didn't play with this palette. I love her palettes. Now, did I get her newest one? No, because the Saint Center one just, first of all, the packaging was just way too big. I ain't got time to be opening up no cathedral. I ain't got time to be thinking about church when I'm putting on makeup. First of all. Second of all, where am I gonna put that? I can't put that with the rest of my makeup palettes. All my palettes sit either in my drawer or they sit on top with the or the vanity thing that they sit in. But yeah, this is one of the best palettes that I've ever gotten. I love this. We've seen the swatches. We've seen me complain. We've seen me even drop stuff, which I don't even know how I dropped it. If you've used these palettes and maybe if you know some other ways that I can use them, maybe it's some tricks that I need to know how to use, the ones that were not on my favorite side, let me know, because I have these and I'm just at the point I'm like, I ain't gonna waste my money no more. They gonna have to go unless y'all hook us up. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope I put some new makeup ideas out there. This was my high-end version. If anyone requested and they put down a lower-end makeup palette thing of the same format, I can make that happen for y'all too, boo. Just let me know. It's nothing. I enjoy this and I do this for y'all. So, with that said, again, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, and you guys stay classy.